Okay, welcome back to part 2. I'm trying some slightly different recording settings for this video than the last part because, I got the upload started. Okay, I can actually see now. That's nice. I got the upload started and I noticed that it was going to take me 5 hours to upload that 30-minute video. So I decided to try some slightly different settings, which hopefully will result in a little bit of a smaller video size. Anyway, let's get up high and see if we can track down those other POIs that we saw. Because that was pretty cool, finding that crashed probe way out here. Apparently there's still something directly below me. At least I think that that's what that's indicating. Let's arrest our vertical speed. I don't really want to drive around on that mountain anymore, because that was super not safe. Can I see? I wonder if I can see that probe from up here. Should be somewhere. I think it's like in that shadow. Oh yeah, I can just barely make it out actually. There's a little red. You can see like one little red pixel in the shadow of that thing. I never would have seen that. But it would have been possible in theory. Let's just look around a little bit with our Mark 1 eyeball and see if we can see anything else, because I'm assuming since I visited that POI and like scanned it and all, that's not still showing up on my radar. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's still the same thing, and that's the only radar contact I'm getting. There's a good chance, I'd say, actually. I'm just simply not sure about how that works. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. Now I can see some stuff like my radar is resetting. So, wait a minute. Does that mean that... Okay, I'm getting super confused now. I need to adjust something. Yeah, I should have left that on logarithmic. Yeah, so the circle we're currently in was the thing we already found. That circle over there is going to be... well, something else. Let's go find out. It looks like that's going to be on considerably flatter terrain. Which, sorry about that. Which would be nice. It'd be nice to be on considerably flatter terrain. I think I see something there. Hopefully that's not just a rock, and hopefully that's actually the POI. Yeah, that looks like something. The little rocks haven't loaded in yet, so that's got to be the point of interest here. I don't know what it is. Well, it is significantly less dramatic to discover than the last POI, which my heart is thankful for. Man, that was intense. I needed the little sort of breather I got from uploading the video. Looks like here we just got... it's like a wreck. It looks like there's a couple of cargo containers. It's kind of weird that there would even be anything wrecked out here. As I said, previously undiscovered system and quite far away from the bubble at this point. Most planets I've been to all the way out here, I haven't found much, so it's surprising to be finding all this stuff. But cool. Very cool. Gives me something to talk about in this video, which was initially just going to be like a 5-minute video of like, hey, check out these wacky moons I found. But these wacky moons held intriguing secrets. Alright, what do we got here? A cargo rack and the stuff that fell off it. Indium and coffee. Neither of those is valuable enough for me to bother picking them up. When you're exploring, you know, you want to keep your jump range nice and high. I've still got a long way to go. So, the only things I'm really picking up is stuff that's quite valuable, or stuff that like, occupied escape pods aren't enormously valuable, but for role-playing reasons, I just feel pretty bad if I left the occupied escape pods out in space. It seems unethical. Alright. Well, that was much less dramatic than the last thing. There was one more POI sort of in between us and where I think we're going. If I recall correctly, I could be wrong about that, or it may have despawned. But we'll get a couple kilometers up and then go check it out, see what we can find, and then go check out those canyons that I saw, and see if they are as cool as they looked from the mountaintop. I'm glad the lighting stopped glitching out. That was making it very, very hard to very hard to see anything, and it really did look like a bug. Which I guess it was, because it stopped now. Okay, we're nice and high now. Yeah, so I think that other blue circle there is just the crashed probe I found. But I seem to recall that there was another one in this direction somewhere. We'll see what we see. Let's make sure that we are... make sure that we are high enough up to actually see these things, for one thing. Yeah, so there's one more. There's one more POI in between us and those canyons that we're going to visit, which of course we will be checking out, although this one again looks like it's in a bit of rough terrain. Could be kind of spooky, but I doubt it'll be any more spooky than the last one. That, well, not the very last one, that was okay, but like the first one we visited. Okay, we're inside its zone now, so it should be around here somewhere. Somewhere on this slope, or maybe in that little crater, or something. Let me know in chat if you see any little black dots on the ground and you think you see POI. That's just a rock, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, I'm not streaming. Just kidding, guys. I already knew I wasn't streaming, obviously. Maybe. I may have known I wasn't streaming. I think I am losing my mind? Yeah, no, that's nothing. Wait! That's also nothing. It could be up on the top of this ridge. That'd be good for us, because maybe we wouldn't have to deal with this really rough terrain here. Although I'm not sure if this is even inside the zone. I think it is. I think this up here is still inside the area. I'm gonna have to... get a little bit higher so I can actually get a better idea of the extent of this zone. So I know where I should be looking. Okay, we're right near the edge, so it could be up here or sort of around. Alright, I got a decent idea of the radius now, because it sort of starts back a little ways over there. Okay, so I have a rough idea of where we should be looking. I don't know if you... Wait, is that it? Is that something? It's really, really hard to tell, as I said, sometimes between, like, the edge of a crater where there's this little shadow and what might actually be a thing. I suppose I could land at this point and just go look in my SRV, but... as we now know from experience, that can be quite harrowing. It's not that big of an area to search. If I can actually land here somewhere, the slope is really steep. It might not be possible. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible to land, like, right here, which is kind of where I'd want to land. It's just way too sloped, but maybe up there. Oh yeah, we can totally land anywhere here. This is fine. And then we can drive around in our SRV and look for this POI. I'd let this thing go unsearched in the grounds that it probably won't be very profitable or anything, but I'm just super interested to see what I'm actually going to find way out here. it's strange finding multiple things on a planet so close to each other when you're so far out. At least I'm assuming, like, I haven't... I had a harder time than this finding POIs in places inhabited, in inhabited space, so it's definitely got to be kind of unusual to find this much stuff when you're out exploring. Let's just scrape our shields along the ground until we find it. Oh, right, I was actually fine. I just didn't have my alignment correct. Don't worry, guys, I'm a good pilot. Alright, let's go. I don't think these recording settings are going to be any better for my upload times than the last one, which is unfortunate. I don't really want to be uploading for 5 hours to be uploading these videos. I mean, I could compress them using... I've got other ways of fixing that. Let's send off this. Yeah, in fact, what I probably want to do... I think I know what I probably want to do. I want to get rid of my ship, first of all, though. That stuff's fucking up my radar. Well, it looks like whatever it is roughly in this direction. I think it's more over here based on the sound. Yeah, it's sort of... Right now it's kind of... I'm trying to listen. I think this is roughly the correct direction. It's good that we managed to land close enough to whatever it is that we're going to find that it's actually showing up on the radar, because I'm pretty confident that this is going to be the POI and not just like a rock. I hope it's not going to be just like a rock. It'd be very disappointing for me. We're getting really close to something here, and then I think the POI is a little bit more to the left, but if this is like a rock here, we'll just go and destroy this so that it stops showing up on the scanner and confusing me. Probably not even going to bother scooping whatever pops out of it. Maybe I will. What do we got? Nickel, arsenic. I think arsenic's kind of... I'm not even sure I've actually ever picked up any arsenic, so I'll pick up the arsenic. Yeah, I might as well scoop both of them if I'm doing scooping. Yeah, good. I hadn't discovered arsenic before. Nice. And then this looks like this is going to be where the actual point of interest is, in this direction somewhere. I mean, that looks like the kind of signature I saw when I found that data core earlier. Whatever the fuck that thing was. The lost probe, I've decided, is what it was. What have we here? What have we here? I'm kind of surprised I can't see whatever it is that I'm going towards, unless it is actually just a rock. Wait, is it over there? Is that it? Maybe. Oh wait, I saw it for a second there. There's something in front of me on the ground. It's not a rock, which is good. I didn't want it to be a rock. Yeah, see, there's something on the other side of this little ridge in front of me. What have we found? What have we found? Some cargo containers, personal weapons, tea. Personal weapons and tea and what? And what is this? It's like wrecked... A bunch of wrecked sentries, I think. Kind of weird considering we're in a previously unexplored system. 2 canisters of tea and a canister of personal weapons. That's freaking weird. I'm gonna leave the tea here, but I will of course take the personal weapons with me. Those are relatively valuable. And then we can finally go and check out those canyons. I don't know how I managed to scoop that from that angle, but I'm not going to complain. Let's get the ship back. And then get out of here. This video may end up being a bit smaller than the last one, actually, just by virtue of being shorter, which would be nice. Come here, ship. Driving on these really low G worlds is so bumpy feeling. I really prefer driving on planets that are a bit higher in gravity because you stick to the ground a bit better. Obviously, you have your thrusters helping you a little bit, but it's really preferable to stick to the ground a bit more, I find. Let's put more energy in our engines. Why aren't we doing that? You get a bit more boost into this thing, which will help us to cross this terrain. Alright, here we go. One last stop, and then I'm going to leave this planet behind, finish scanning this system, and proceed on my journey of exploration. Fuel reserves at 50%, so I'm going to need to refuel this SRV soon. But I think I have plenty of ingredients. I think I have plenty of synthesis ingredients to refuel it when I need to, so that's all completely fine. Alright. Now then, I believe we were heading towards some canyon-y features in roughly this direction. Once I get over this mountain, I should be able to see them. Oh, they're there. There we go. That's the direction we want. Yeah, this is a really cool planet to visit. I don't know, it's a really nice place to visit. Definitely the coolest place I've been to so far. And the one I've spent the most time at. Most planets I've come to before, I've just sort of landed in one place, looked around a little bit. If there happened to be a POI nearby, I went and checked it out. But this is the first planet that I've been that I've sort of actually hung out on for like an hour. Tooled around in my car, looked for stuff. It's been nice. I'm looking forward to seeing what these canyons hold for us. As I said in the last part, we're not going to be doing any crazy dangerous canyon flying. Maybe just a little bit of slightly dangerous canyon flying. I certainly don't want to be doing anything to hurt my ship, though this far away. In fact, how did I somehow lost a bit of hull, and I'm not sure how. Tiny bit of module damage as well. That's okay, though. Losing 1% hull is not of an immediate concern to me, and although my journey is far from over, it's probably considerably more than 1% over. So, not too worried that I'm going to be exploding before I get home or anything like that. I'm still not 100% sure if this is fog in here, or if the ground is just a different color in the low ground. I'm pretty sure it's fog. Looks like fog. Let's go check out, over there, that big ditch-like area. Fly down in there. Actually, it might just be the ground that's a different color. From a distance, it really looked like it was foggy, but now that I'm up close, I'm not so sure. Slow it down a little bit. Some low altitude flying in here. Yeah, I guess the ground is actually just a lighter color in these canyons. That's still cool, but not as cool as I thought. It looks like it's kind of frozen here on the low ground. Sort of the opposite of Earth, I guess. It's frozen low down instead of being frozen high up. The reason I fucked up last time is I wasn't used to flying the Asp. I'm used to flying much smaller and more maneuverable, kind of light fighter type ships. And the Asp kind of like slides a lot when you turn. It doesn't turn sharply. That was why I hit that quiff before. I'm getting much more used to flying it now, though, so... This, for example, is not making me even remotely nervous. This is fine. I want to check out over here. I think we're going to leave this planet pretty soon. And what a view. Just seeing if we happen to see anything down in these canyons. This would be a cool place to discover something. It gives you a really different sense of how quick, like how fast the ships actually are when you come down on the planet. Like, this is a pretty deep canyon. This is not a small space I'm in. Getting past it pretty quickly. That looks really weird over there. Looks like more lighting bugs. Alright. It's really weird being in such a different sort of position in space than Sol, because the nebulae you see are all different. Long way from Barnard's Loop now. Well, this has been fun. I think that's the end of this video, though, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll let you know next time I find something super cool out here in the black. Until then, Commander Trouble T Cat out.